This is partly experiment, partly an opportunity to get out and have a bit of a time by myself out in the fresh air. But
yeah, well, good morning and welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining me. Heading out to the Murrumbidgee corridor sort of thing, out to the Cotter on the fringe of the Mt National Park, Brindabellas. Going to go for a wander up a couple of hills, a couple of lookouts that overlook the Cotter Reserve and the Cotter Dam and things like that, which would be pretty good. There's a bit of fog back there. Hopefully that'll disappear. It looks like it has, which is good, even better. So yeah, let's go and see what it's all about.
yeah, well, here we are out at the Cotter. I'm going to go for a bit of a walk up mountain up the back here, which is called Mt McDonald. There's a couple of vantage points to have a look out over the Cotter Dam, and also out over the rest of the hills here, sort of right on the fringe of the Brindabellas. And Mt National Park is a bit further that way. So yeah, it's a good part of the world, just right on the edge of Canberra, so it's nice and easy to get to. But I'm also experimenting a little bit. I'm trying a different approach. I've always used my camera my phone to film, but this time I've brought out an old DSLR camera which I've got, which is a bit of a dinosaur. It's about 10 years old, but I've attached the microphone to this, so hopefully we'll get a bit better quality. Magpie's going off. Hopefully we'll get a bit better quality in the sound. I'm trying to really work on the audio, so hopefully this will do the trick, more as a bit of an experiment. This camera weighs a ton, so my arm is already tired, so I can't do this forever, but thought I'd give it a go. So yeah, I'm going to go for a wander now, and we'll see what we see along the way. There's a nice little trail, which is good, and there's lots of gangs and rosellas and maggies and all sorts of things squawking away, which is really good. Beautiful morning, the sun's coming up. There was a bit of fog as I was coming in, but that's seems to have all blown away, but I am a bit higher. I think there's some down a little bit lower, still down in the valley, but yeah, as we go up higher, keep away from it all. Hopefully it doesn't rise as we go up. But yeah, starting to puff already. But yeah, I'll see what's going on. Wombat turds on the rocks, which is always good. Oh, got a kangaroo here. Hey, Bubba. Off he goes into the scrub. Like seriously, how cool is this forest behind me? Snow gums everywhere. I think they're Eucalyptus rossii maybe. But geez, they're magnificent. There's this cool tapestry in Parliament House with these white trunks. Reminds me of that a bit. Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, I've never actually been on this little trail before, so it's all new to me. It's beautiful, a little bit of bushland though. Really love this part of Australia, this sort of Aussie bush, sort of sparse, eucalypts popping around, wattle coming out everywhere, which is always lovely. But yeah, just the undergrowth and the grass. Wow, look at that. Pretty cool. Didn't expect to see that right now, but anyway, good timing. Always nice to go on a trail you've never been on before, even if it is in country you know well. Yeah, I've actually sort of come up to a bit of a rise where it's a bit clear and it's a bit windy, so I'm just using this a bit of an experiment to test out the little fluffy, call it thing that you stick on your mic. I tell you what, judging by the amount of wombat turds I've seen, I'm surprised I'm not tripping over the little dudes. Bloody everywhere. Yeah, well, right behind me is the dam where Canberra gets all its water. Turn of the century there was this massive drought, and this was just like there was actually a different dam here. It was like a fraction of the size of this. The original dam's actually underneath that dam, but it was all dry, dead bone dry nearly. We were riding like these stage, 5 water restrictions or something. But yeah, pretty cool, and we're heading into another period of dryness from what everyone says. So good to see this thing full of water, because we're probably going to need it. It's huge, it's like 30 crimson rosellas. Yeah, you can see Mount Tennant way off in the distance. If you look really closely, you can see the Tidbinbilla Deep Space Tracking Station just behind that green hill in front of Mount Tennant. Climbed up there, I don't know, a few months ago. It was summer. Was it summer? I don't know, it was a while ago, but I'll put a link in the description. You can have a look at it. It's a pretty cool mountain. It's one of the taller ones around here, as you can see. Yeah, well, that was Mount Tennant, and if you have a look out on the horizon there, you'll see another little spike on the little summit on the ranges. I'm like 95% sure that that's Camel's Hump, and I just don't usually see it from this angle. But yeah, I did a video on there. I think it was my second video ever, so I'll put a link. Hopefully that's right, up there. But if not, maybe up there, depending on which way the camera works. But yeah, I'll put a link in the description either way, and you can have a look at that. But yeah, it's a good spot. It's another one of the high peaks around Canberra. You get to it through Tidbinbilla. Yeah, Camel's Hump, pretty cool. Coffee time. Yeah, well, I'm up the summit of Mt McDonald. Not 100% sure how high this mountain is. It's not very high. Only puffed a little bit. I'll find out and stick a note on the screen. But yeah, I'll show you what I can see. It's pretty good. There's a lot to see around here. It's pretty good, except for all of the bloody blackberries. Fuck, they're everywhere these days. Like it's an eyesore, and kind of drives me nuts. Every time you come up to these amazing places, you just end up faced with blackberries, which are, you just can't get rid of them. Anyway, no, it's a nice little walk up. Saw lots of wildflowers, which was pretty cool. Like there was, yeah, a few things coming out. So things are starting to turn, I think, which is good. Well, I think we've still got a lot of cold ahead of us yet. But yeah, gonna have my coffee and just relax and enjoy the scene for a little bit and take it all in. And then I might head back down the hill. Hope you enjoyed this. I'm still learning this this bloody audio, and it's driving me nuts. So this is partly experiment, partly an opportunity to get out and have a bit of a time by myself out in the fresh air. But I think more inclined to think it was an experiment with the cameras and the microphone. So I hope it works out all right. And if you've stayed this long, thanks for staying with me. And yeah, and as I said in my other video, the one I was doing out of Mulligan's Flat yesterday, which went a bit ordinary, if you've got any tips or you know any good online tutorials or classes or something where you can learn how to do audio, stick them in the comments or something. Let me know. I really do want to nail it. It's the one part of the video production I just can't seem to get my head around. So yeah, anything you could do would be good. But other than that, thanks for joining me again out in beautiful Ngunnawal country, out at the Cotter on the fringe of the Brindabellas, up on a mountain. Not a bad place to be. Stay safe.